Alright, so I don't have long because I gotta get ready to go into work, but just wanted to thank all our politicians for just completely destroying our entire government. I mean, Senate and Congress, or Senate, the House, all that shit, they're all bought by lobbying. The president was bought long ago before he became president. Most of them usually are, and then the ones that aren't can't get nothing done because of our legislative branch. And then you got the Supreme Court, who thinks they have the right to accept gifts whenever they want. I don't think you guys should. In my opinion, you guys are literally the highest court. Receiving gifts would seem like you guys are, your influence is being bought. Even if you recuse yourself from the case, I mean, that's one justice down on deciding something that could be important for our country because you received a gift from the other party. I mean, that should not be okay. I don't care who you are. Okay? Let me put it to you this way: in the military, NCOs cannot hang out with enlisted. They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to receive any gifts. Same with the COs. Okay? That shows favoritism and allows, rules to get broken. So why wouldn't that happen with our Supreme Court? It can. It can happen with our legislative branch and our executive branch. Okay? The whole point of checks and balances is that none of the departments are able to get, or branches are able to become corrupted because they're supposed to be able to watch each other. But what happens when they all three become corrupted? And then what do you do? And then you can't do nothing about it because then you're labeled a terrorist. And then you got the CIA, the FBI, and Homeland Security poking their faces in shit they're not allowed to be poking in, breaking laws that they're not allowed to be breaking. And nobody can do anything about that because guess what? Our broken government's not going to do anything to them. So we're up shit creek. I mean, in my eyes, the only way I see this getting fixed is if we were to have another civil war and completely revamp our government. That's the only way I see this getting fixed. Other than maybe, which I don't see happening because throughout history it doesn't seem to have happened, but if the American people were to pull their heads out their asses and actually start voting for good people that we could maybe figure out actually care about the country to make the right choices and vote them in instead of going, oh, well, I'm going to vote Democrat no matter what because I'm a Democrat. Or I'm going to vote Republican no matter what because I'm a Republican. It shouldn't fucking matter, dude. Like, listen to their policies. Listen to them speak. Listen to both sides. See which one makes sense. Honestly. Yeah, the Democrats are fucking nuts right now. A bunch of crazy people got up in there and took the party over. Shit happens. If you want to make the Democrat Party better, why don't you run yourself and actually put out good policies that Democrats and Republicans can get behind? Same with Republicans, same with the independents. It's getting ridiculous. It's not that hard, really. I mean, really, all politicians should have the same goal to make America the best it can possibly be and to look out for our people. I mean, that's what makes this country go around. If you destroy the country because you can get greedy, there's nothing to keep it going. And then how are you going to make your money? You can't. But you guys don't give a shit about that. You just care about your money, which is kind of crazy. And then the people, we're still blinded by who picks what side on what. At this point, I don't care. I mean, like I said before, I may not agree to abortion myself personally, but if other people want to do that in their lives, that's on them, man. I'm not going to judge you or tell you what to do with your life. I do not agree with it. I think it's bad. I feel bad for that child that's not going to get to live a life. But at the same time, that's not up to me. That's not my choice. That's not my power. Okay? In the end, that's up to God to choose whether you should be punished for that or not. That's up to God to decide whether it's right or wrong, and just deal with it on that aspect. Okay? I can tell you what I think. You can tell me what you think. We may not see eye to eye, and that doesn't matter. We shouldn't have to see eye to eye. That was supposed to be the great thing about this country, is people can choose to do what they want based off of their own life. Okay, yeah, I feel bad for the child that doesn't become born. That sucks. But it also sucks for all the children that get murdered on the streets, or die during birth, or die from a sickness, or die from bad parenting, or whatever. I mean, you can't stop all of that, unfortunately. If you could, it would be awesome, but you can't. And when you try, all you do is make things worse. A lot worse. So, I don't know. I think y'all need to chill out. Y'all need to knock this off for real. Whatever. That's just my aspect on it. I've been thinking about running for office and trying to push term limits, because I do believe that our government would benefit from term limits. That might help keep this whole broken system from going, because if you can stop them from running for so long, they can only do so much damage, and then it's done with, and then you have to choose somebody else, and hopefully that next person will be better. But when you got the same person in there for 40 freaking years or more, they can do some damage. Really can. And I know I get mad at a lot of my videos and I start cussing and whatnot, and I can't help that. Okay? I care about this country. I do care about what goes on. But I have to also remind myself there's not a whole lot I can really do about it at this point in time. It's really not. Nobody really wants to listen to me. Nobody really checks these videos out. None of that shit. All I can do is keep telling people on the streets what I think and say and shit like that. And then when I decide to run, maybe if I've told enough people, maybe I'll get the votes. Who knows? If not, then it's not meant to be. And at least I tried. You know what I mean? That's all I want to do, is try to fix this country. I'm not the greatest person to fix this country. I promise you that. I made a lot of bad choices when I was younger. Broke a lot of laws, went to jail a lot. But at the same time, I'm not a bad person. I just did a lot of stupid shit. But I still love this country, and I want to see it succeed because my family is here. My kids are here. My grandkids will be here. My great-grandkids will be here. So I want to leave them with the best freaking life possible. Okay? That's just me. Anyways, I need to get my stuff together and get ready to go in there. Y'all stop fighting. We're going to disagree. That's the great thing about this country, is we're not all supposed to agree. Okay? The best thing we can do is agree to disagree. Okay? I understand your viewpoint. You can understand my viewpoint. But we just, we can't swap viewpoints based off of whether lifestyle or whatever it may have been. It's that simple. Just agree to disagree. It's crazy that you have to believe what I believe. You have to do this. No, what? That's what communists do, dog. That's what the Nazis did. We don't need to be doing that shit. Oh, okay, you believe in abortion. All right, well, me personally, I think it's murder. If you don't want the child, I believe have the child and then give it up for adoption. There's lots of families that could use them. But, if you don't want to go that route, that's on you. I'm not going to say you're a shitty person. I don't know your lifestyle. I don't know your issues. Okay? All I can do is tell you my side of it, and if you change your mind, you change your mind. Anyways, I gotta get out of here. You guys be good.